This quarter, our faculty and students continued to explore new approaches to learning in the digital realm, wrestled with intriguing ideas about education on Mission Day, and took advantage of world-class opportunities for research. The CalU Fusion Initiative continues to move ahead with the Teaching and Learning Center, a new resource for our faculty. The center's director, Dr. Joseph Zisk, is creating a Learning Commons in Keystone Hall, a space where faculty can explore best practices for using technology in the classroom. Dr. Zisk and instructional specialist C.J. DeJulius are fine-tuning a collection of apps developed especially for CalU. And they're creating a series of short videos that explain, step by step, the most effective ways to use high-tech tools. This do-it-yourself approach to education was the theme of this year's Mission Day. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Sugata Mitra, calls it minimally invasive education. He first saw it work in the slums of India, where he watched poor children teach themselves to use a computer, and then teach their playmates. On Mission Day, Dr. Mitra discussed his notion that groups of children will teach themselves if they are given the right technology. The teacher's job, he says, is to stimulate their curiosity, to ask the right questions, and to serve as a guide while they look for answers. Dr. Mitra has promised to come back next year to see how many of his ideas we've put into practice. We also may collaborate on a research project, so stay tuned. Speaking of research, Associate Professor Jeffrey Sumi has been conducting research with a research scientist at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center at Wallops Island, Virginia. The effort is an outgrowth of CalU's participation in PASHE's Marine Science Consortium at Wallops Island. He and student Nathan Wright have been using kites to gather data about the physical world. The kites carry tiny computers into the air to collect information. Mr. Sumi secured more than $50,000 from NASA to bring the project to CalU. This was one of 4 NASA research projects awarded to PASHE universities this year. Late last month, CalU honored every faculty member who applied for grant funding during the past fiscal year. As state support for higher education declines, this revenue has become more and more important. Last year, our grant writers were successful in bringing 87 new grant awards to CalU. In all, the university was awarded $1.8 million in grants. The star of this year's celebration was Dr. Kate Mitchum, our newest $1 Million Achiever. This year, she received 4 grants from the U.S. Department of Education, worth a total of $250,000. Those 4 grants pushed Dr. Mitchum's career awards total over the $1 million mark. An outstanding achievement with tangible rewards for our university and for the special needs students who benefit from Dr. Mitchum's research.